Boom. Bam. All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and get started this morning. I have actually a couple speakers lined up from within the team to speak about some of their successes in this last week. But before we get started, before we kick this off, shout out to you, Chris Edwards, all the way from Singapore, dialing in for group coaching while dude is on vacation, having the time of his life, but he's here and I appreciate you. So without further ado, I'm actually going to call on Sarah Long, but it's not going to be the first time I call on Sarah Long. I'm going to call on you twice today. But Sarah, I'm going to have you bring this beautiful team, all of your people, out on the field on this beautiful, beautiful Monday morning. So without further ado, our resident comedian, Sarah Long.
Oh, wow.
Bring us out on the field on this beautiful morning. So let's turn it over to
you. Yeah, this is great. You know, a new week is always a great time to restart, refresh your mindset. So hopefully you got a little bit of rest this weekend and you can really tackle this week. And I take it one day at a time. So even if you can get one thing done today that push you forward, you know, and just always start with gratitude and humility and a smile on your face. And I hope you guys all have a great week.
Love it. And I love it. And we appreciate your energy and appreciate your true, like, jovial spirit about life. And we're going to come back to you in a minute. So you guys, I have a couple things I want to share with you, and then we're going to open up some dialogue. I'm going to hear from some of our team members that went to an event in this last week and or are taking massive action in their business. And so first things first, if you guys have an ability to write, I want you to write down these 4 words, and I'm going to have you do another T-chart like we did last week. And hopefully you guys found the success multiplier helpful. I always find that exercise helpful. If you do not know what I'm talking about, go check out my stories or just go back to the recording from Friday. But I want you to write down these 4 words if you have the ability to do so. The first word is belief. The second word is potential. The third word is action. And the fourth word is result. Now that you have those words, I want you to draw a T once again, 4 boxes. In the top left corner, I want you to put the word B, which stands for belief. In the top right corner, you're going to put potential. In the bottom right corner, right box, you're going to put action. And then the bottom left, you're going to get the result. And that's going to be the R. All right, so let's do this exercise really quick, and I'll walk you through this. It's very, very simple. Why everything starts with belief. Because check this out. When your belief is the highest in this business, when you believe without certainty and with certainty and conviction that you're going to go out, you're going to crush it, you're going to do this, whatever your dreams, goals, aspirations are, if that belief is high enough, what happens is that you're going to tap into your highest potential. Why? Because you believe this so tremendously about what you're actually going to accomplish in this world. Well, if you believe in it and your potential is so high, what do you think happens to your actions? Your actions are going to be like, you know what? My vision is clear. I believe in myself. I have tremendous levels of potential. Now I want to back all that up with these actions. And what do you think those actions are going to lead to? And what's that probably going to say about your results? The results are probably going to be that I am achieving at the highest level. I'm getting into contract. I'm going on appointments. I have listing appointments. Everything that you guys want in this business. But let me share a thought with you. If for some reason your belief is not at the highest, what do you think is going to happen to your potential? And if you're not operating your fullest potential, what do you think your actions are going to say about you? And if your actions are not at the top, what do you think is going to happen in your results? And I want you to think about this in the very simplest of terms. If you do this BPAR, I promise you guys, you are going to find yourself more aligned, and you guys are going to find yourself more on target. Because if the belief is high enough, it's going to activate your highest potential. And if you back that highest potential up with the highest amount of action, those actions are going to lead to your results. But if that action or that potential or that belief is maybe below where it should be, what's going to happen? Your results are never going to be where they are. You guys, we did this exercise last year and I found it really, really powerful. And I wrote this today in my notes. And if you've heard this from me, fine, I'm going to say it again. Manage your decisions. You've made a decision now to be a realtor. You've made a decision to be an entrepreneur. You've made a decision to go out and change your life by helping other people, right? That was the decision in some way, shape, or form why you got this real estate license. So it's not that decision that makes you successful. You have to manage that decision. You have to manage it daily. What you want for tomorrow, you've got to do today. You visualize tomorrow, you motivate yourself and you dream, but you value today. It's what you are doing today is, let me ask this question to everybody. Is what you are doing today getting you closer to your vision, or is what you're doing today driving you further away? And let me say that one more time, you guys, because I think that this is meaningful and I think everyone should hang on to these words. Is what you are doing today getting you closer to your vision, or is it driving you further away? Why do I ask that? Sometimes we make the choices to not follow up. I'm not going to create video. I'm going to make all these fucking excuses, right? Does that support the vision? Because you guys, I promise you, I am done in 8 years. I'm done. I'm going to be on the road. I'll be doing speaking engagements. We'll be living off of rev share, but I am done in 8 years. Well, 7. I'm going to be 42 next month or November, or 43. Geez. Is what you're doing today getting you closer to your vision or driving you further away? I want you guys to ask yourself that question. And if the question or the answer to that question is not the answer that you want, then change it and fix it. Remember that when you focus on your beliefs, you tap into your highest potential. When you're working in your highest potential, you're going to take the most action. When you're taking the most action, what's that going to say about your results? I want to share that sentiment with you. That was on my mind this morning. I want to share that with you, and I want to get right into action takers. The first person I want to hear from today is Sarah, because Sarah made a choice. Sarah made a choice last week to get over her own trepidations, over her own anxieties about who she is, what she may think that she looks like right now, whatever the fuck it was. She made a choice. And I've only seen this for the last, I don't know if it's been 4 or 5 days, Sarah, but something changed. And I want you to share with the team what changed and what you're doing right now to perform at the highest level and have more consistency in your business in regards to business. So Sarah, please share with us what changed and what you're doing right now, because I think it's absolutely incredible.
Okay, let me know if I get choppy, because my internet connection's a little wonky right now.
Yeah, so you're frozen, but your audio is good. So maybe just cut your camera.
Okay. I would love to cut my camera. Okay, that's great. That works out well for me. Yeah, well, I will.
Okay.
Basically,
Sarah,
I just needed a real, yeah?
We're good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I needed a swift kick in my ass, to be totally honest. And I've been dragging my feet and, kind of using my new baby as an excuse to not really give this my all. And I had a really great coaching call with you last week, Elias. And I also met with Cam, who is going to kind of be my buddy and help me. And I'm going to shadow her. So I went to lunch with her, had a coaching meeting with you, talked to Drea from onboarding, and she and I kind of ironed out a couple things. And that was the swift kick in my butt that I needed. So I just started to do action over perfection, and just I gave myself this 30-day video challenge because I knew that would keep me accountable every day to put myself out there, start creating content, and start building my business. If that, so.
So walk us through some of the numbers since you created your first video as of late. We're not going to go back in time, but as of late, like, what have you noticed? What's been the engagement? And like, what have you noticed about yourself? So first off, let's talk about the numbers, what the engagement, and then what have you found out about yourself? I think that's more important.
Yeah. Well, I've posted a video every day since Friday. So 3 videos total, all kind of, about real estate, but kind of just trying to make it fun, make people smile, be authentic with it, I guess. But most importantly, always pull it back to real estate. And the first video got 17,000 views, and the second one almost 7,000, and then the third video yesterday is almost to 1,000.
I mean, you guys, you're one video away from changing your life. I say this all the time. Listen, I want to share something with you because I think that we're all need this humor in our life. And I all think that I think that we all need this authenticity in our life. So I'm going to share this with you really quick. And Sarah, yes, I am going to share your video. So check this out.
Oh God.
Let's go on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Here we go.
Well, today is the day. It's my 30-day challenge of making a video every day. Here we go. Oh, you would think that would mean I washed my hair today. We're not there yet. The next 30 days, I'm going to be posting videos every day. Probably most of it's going to be of food. Unless I decide I want to start working out, then it's going to be like, oh, I'm working out, want to join me? And if that's not the case, then it's just going to be about real estate. You know, maybe answering your questions. If you're like, is now the best time to buy? Why? Should I sell my house right now? Why? What's the market like? What's the median price of a home right now in the Bay Area? Huh? So make sure to tune in every day and check out what I'll be posting. Oh, what is the latest Bay Area Bites? It's the name I'm working on for the food videos. Anyways, catch you tomorrow.
All right, guys. So let's do a quick little survey here by a reaction below. What did that make you smile? First off, please give me a reaction below if that made you smile. Right? All right, cool. And let's keep the reactions going. In the chat, did you get a sense that she is a true human being? Give me a yes down below if she was authentic and you felt that she was a true human being. Sarah, I told Sarah this, right? Listen, I just want more people, strangers, to feel your positive energy. That's all I want for you. And I promise you, if you do that, your business will grow. She's like, oh, I'm going to do 30 days, 30 days. And then the one of you jumping in the pool. And then the other one, like, Sarah, you are a funny mofo. Like, seriously, like, people are going to attach to you because it's like, it's not like, hi, here's another real estate update for the Tri-Valley, right? It's dry, it's been done. Like, that speaks to who you are as a person, and that the line with the washing of the hair, you had me. So Sarah, anything we can do to support you, we're here. But I think that you see here, the audiences spoke that you know, strangers have spoke. And if you do this consistently, you're going to start getting more followers and more followers, and you're just going to see traction. So let's give her a round of applause. Congratulations to Sarah for taking massive, massive action. All right, guys, one
Thank
more.
you.
Love it. Sarah, anything else you want to share on that? Sarah, you there?
Nope, that's it. Thanks so much for the comments, everyone. Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Thank you so much for the comment. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you. And then maybe later on, we'll kind of go into your creative genius, but for right now, it seems like it's just flowing. It's funny, it's good, and I love the content. So let's go over to Vanessa. All right, guys. So Vanessa did her first raffle of this kind, and obviously it was Bad Bunny. I don't really listen to Bad Bunny, but the fact is she had over 1,000 people comment on this one raffle. She had tons of engagement. She's gotten referrals from it. She's gotten business from it. So Vanessa Vo, I know you were driving, but Vanessa, I want to hear from you about the traction that this one thing gave you. And let's talk about the details, what it meant to you. Like, let's hear from you. I want to turn the mic over to you for a second, Vanessa.
All right. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Perfect. So this giveaway definitely took off and blew up way more than I even ever expected. I don't really listen to Bad Bunny, but I know he's big. I know there's people out there that loved him. So when I received the tickets, I was like, you know what? I think I should give this to someone who can appreciate it more than I can. And literally, I was thinking, for my live last night, maybe 3, 4 people. I was like, okay, we're good to go. And as I kept, going, it was like 30, 40, 50. And even before that, the comments, to the point where somebody made a fake account of me trying to reach out to people talking about they won. But nonetheless, I'm just grateful to be where I'm at. And because of that exercise we did, the 4 T's last week, I reflected back on my business and I was like, what I believe and where I want to be is not where I would like to be. So Monday after the call, I was like, you know what? I would like to give myself 3 open houses this week because I'm just not going hard enough. And then that was Tuesday. I was able to get 3 open houses for the weekend. And then Wednesday was when I received the ticket. And literally, I don't know, I'm just grateful to be where I'm at. Definitely a lot of work, but I mean, the amount of people reaching out, the new conversations I've had, I don't know, I'm just happy and so excited. I don't know what's, going to be ahead of me, but all I know is I just continue doing what I do. I continue helping the people, the families get into their homes. And by doing that, I'm able to give back more.
I love it. Vanessa, let's talk through the numbers. So for the people that don't know what the whole raffle was, what was the raffle like? So just so we know, it was 2 tickets to what?
It was 2 tickets to see Bad Bunny. It's center seats. The tickets were about, I think, close to $500 each. Yeah, and they're going to be able to go. So the winner actually is an old friend of mine. Actually, it's my fiance's friend's girlfriend. And it's so crazy. And it just made me tear up because her mom has been going through depression this last year, pretty much. And so when, I announced her and let her know she won, she was like, I'm just so grateful. My mom loves Bad Bunny. I would like to take her out and just let her know that she deserves a night off too. But you just don't know who can help out there. You just be kind and it comes back full circle, guys.
You guys, I absolutely love this. And Vanessa doing this, Peter and Dewey recently did one that they gave $100 to a teacher for school supplies, and it just said tag an Oakland school teacher, right? And so people tagged and tagged and tagged and tagged, and they were able to give money to a good cause. And that's really, really inexpensive. Look at Vanessa spent how much money on this? Zero money on this beautiful, beautiful thing. And check this out, you guys. We always talk about engagement. I'm excited. I have chills right now just talking about your guys' success because this is what it's all about. Look at this. For 1,064 comments. Talk about, and I'll promise you, the engagement for her was probably a little overwhelming. Taking the names out of there, putting them on the list, getting writing, this was overwhelming to her. However, this is engagement at the highest. So now she has a new audience of people. So now when she's posting real estate stuff, oh, the girl that gave away Bad Bunny tickets that also sells real estate, she puts something to her name that is not just, hi, check on my real estate update for this area. So Vanessa, shout out to you. 1,064 views, you guys. Let's show Vanessa some love. Let's give her some emojis. This is a huge, huge deal. So shout out to you, you guys. Listen, she is just like you, just like you. You know what else? She did 3 open houses in one day yesterday. 1 day yesterday, 3 open houses, right? And you know what? She's there with Moss in this beautiful house in River Islands. And as soon as somebody walked in, it wasn't like, hi, come on in. No, we don't, we're just gonna look around. Hi there, how are you? Welcome. Hi, I'm Vanessa. Really quick, did you guys register for the open house? Okay, cool, let me get you registered. And instantly started writing. You hear how that sounds? It was completely different. There was no table there, so they can bypass that and not write. They walked in, hi, greetings, salutation. Did you guys register for this open house? No, okay, perfect. Let me get you registered. I promise you guys, that question right there will give you guys a better in with clients when you're walking in. So shout out to you, Vanessa. I thought that was absolutely fire. We had a comment down below or up below. Peter, you had your hand up, brother. Is there something you wanted to contribute to the room? You're muted, bro. I have no audio for you.
That's how I met Vanessa, was yesterday. I was at an open house, and that's how I met her, and then you called me, so that's how I got on this call.
Awesome, brother. Well, thank you for being here, and look how it works. So Peter, we really appreciate you being here. Hopefully you take something of value out of this call. Great stuff, Vanessa. Great stuff, Sarah. Appreciate you guys. Let's go over to 2 more people, actually 3 people she's on. But I want to go to Adrian Reliza. Adrian just got back from the Play Bigger Mastermind. And if you guys don't follow Raquel Quinnett, make sure to give her a follow on Instagram. She is a powerful, powerful woman in the real estate space. She actually happens to be my leadership coach. Fast Real Estate's leadership coach, Kenny's coach, and her and I have a really, really close bond. And so, Adrian, I want to hear from you, takeaways from this incredible event. You were surrounded with some powerful, powerful women. So, Adrian, if you could take the mic, I want to hear from you and share with the rest of the team what you learned from this. Was it a 2-day event or a 3-day event?
It was 2 days,
All right,
two
cool.
days in
Let's hear it.
Scottsdale. And it was awesome. It was so awesome. It was life-changing for me. Just being in, I felt super small going into this room, but that's what it's supposed to be. You want to level up, right? We all want to level up. It just was so empowering to see women, especially young women, especially Islander women, you know, Asian women that we don't see. Well, for me, I don't see a lot, who are killing it. And they have multiple businesses. I mean, I thought I had some big dreams. No, I do not have any. I don't have big dreams when you compare it to the women that were in this room. Some of them, I mean, were single moms starting in the business and maybe divorced or whatever. And I mean, they just worked hard and have multiple businesses, multiple. So like some have like ice cream stores, you know, they're doing real estate, they're diversifying and they're failing forward. That was one thing that I took away, failing forward. Sometimes you do fail, you know, and you learn from it. Another takeaway was getting out there and networking, because a lot of the times when you network, that's where you get these business ideas and you meet partners in business. So another thing I guess I took away from it was how mean we are to ourselves, the self-talk, the negative self-talk, and that limits us so much. Like we did an exercise on the second day where we had a partner with other people, and we had to tell them the negative self-talk that we tell ourselves. And we were all crying by the end of that exercise because we are so mean to ourselves. But yeah, I mean, it's all about having fun, just like Sarah. She's fucking hilarious. And I would totally do business with her all day long. I actually want to partner with her.
Woo!
I need to know where she's at. But yeah, I mean, it's about partnering. It's about collaboration, you know, and women, because we have kids and we're usually the caretakers. I mean, we really need to take some time for ourselves and grow, you know, and grow and learn. And we're badasses. We can do so much. It's crazy. I am playing bigger from now on. I was meeting with people that have apartment buildings, you know, or they're fashion designers for Magic Johnson or for, you know, these sports athletes. And they look super simple. And some of them are like, oh yeah, I'm so like, I have anxiety. I have so much anxiety, but like they push themselves, you know, they just do something different every day. They challenge themselves every day and they play bigger. And so that's what I'm going to do. We all need to play bigger. We all have it in us. We have the team to support us. And I'm just going to rock it from now on. I'm 47 years old this year in a couple of weeks, and I have no time to play. I mean, I have time to play bigger, and that's it.
Oh man, like you guys, like this happened 30 minutes before Coach was like, hey, do you want to share your takeaways? Like I hadn't talked to Adrian, and Adrian, I am just beyond impressed. I'm so excited. And to think back just a couple months ago, she hadn't even been to a real estate event, and she's been in this game for a long time. Adrian, we feel it. We see it. I had people telling me like, oh, by the way, you have somebody that just got added to your organization this morning. I did your intake form. People are gravitating towards you. So Adrian, keep growing, keep shining. And I'm here for this. Let's all play bigger. And I absolutely love that. And I'm going to come to Christine in a minute. Any last minute? Okay, cool. Christine, I don't know if like I saw some emotion from you. I saw you wipe your butt. I saw something. Christine,
Oh,
take the
sorry.
mic. No
I'm
worries.
still
Let me hear
getting,
from you.
I'm still getting ready, but whatever, fuck it, camera's on. I went to Play Bigger too. I went there. My sister's an investor. We both went. Shout out to Cynthia. Shout out to Kenny. It was just amazing. Like how she said, like they were explaining how connecting with the right people. Like you could have all these aspirations, which are great. You're gonna get there, but really connecting with the right people will put you in those rooms. Will put you where your business. It takes you way farther than what you would expect, right? Like she connected with the right people. This one lady, she does like the tuxedos for all the MLB players and NBA players. And she's a single mom, and her and her daughter are like this. Like she was able to do both. And then there was like just talking about your mental. So coming on here, they're like, once you clear the mental, like it's action time. And it was just so nice because we cleared that out, and I was already like working on clearing out, but it just gave me confirmation. Like, you already have it in your mind, but everything else should just be confirmation of what you've been working out in your mind, like in the reality. So it was just beautiful. It was great. We met so many women, and like, even though they're doing great things, they're in the same room as us.
Humble.
So
They're humble.
You know what I mean? And they're like, connect with me. Who are you? Like, let me follow you, like this and this and that. So I'm like, okay, it's good. Like it's time to do what I need to do. Now just the action part, So it was just great. Yeah.
I love this. You know what? I saw one of Kellyanne's posts this morning or yesterday, and you met Kellyanne, curly hair from Kentucky, got 10 different businesses, and she's like, I'm ready to do something with you. Let's play bigger. Let's hop on a call together. I'm like, hell yeah! Like this whole play bigger mastermind and movement, I'm with it. So congratulations to you guys. Congratulations on your growth, and congratulations on taking that step, because there's been many events this year that I went to that changed my life and gave me one thing that I can go back and implement in my life and business. And so glad that you guys are doing it. There's someone on the call right now that I really want to lean into, and I want to congratulate this person. So you guys, if you don't know Ernesto has been part of our environment for the last year, and the California Association of Realtors just nominated him, Will, as well as Peter on our team as the Rising Stars. Now you have to think about it. How many people are actually licensed in the state of California? Maybe Ernesto could shine a little bit more light on how many people are actually registered as realtors in this beautiful state. Ernesto became a rising star, his first year in real estate. And so my man, I want to see how you're feeling first off, and tell us what this means. And when you look back, like what were some non-negotiables for you? What are things that you did to lead up to you actually getting this recognition? Once again, it's not about the choice. It's about him managing his decision to become a realtor at the highest level. So Ernesto, if you could chime in, brother, I would love to hear from you.
I did not know that you would call on me this morning. So I don't want anyone
Good.
to think that
Good.
this is planned. I'm sincerely just humbled because I didn't see it coming. I knew the other people that applied, and I looked at their production. I was like, there's no way I get this. Like, there's just no way. But couple things that come to mind. One, going back to who, not how. Like, had I joined a different organization, this wouldn't be happening. Like, I'd have to go back and look at my production. I think I did 10 sales my first year. I flipped the property. I did what's called a wholesale as well. I didn't do any internet leads. I basically, like, I generate all my own business for the most part. So I just looked at the numbers, and I just didn't think that I would win. In terms of, again, like some big takeaways, like who you're around is huge. And I tell people that all the time. And I just had a call this morning with a couple of new agents that are joining Team Fast, their brother and sister. And I'm just showing them all the resources that we have. Like, we have so much to offer. Like, if it's a toolbox, and if you don't decide to reach into that toolbox and grab a tool and actually use the hammer and use the drill, like, no one's going to build anything for you, but the tools are absolutely there. The other thing is that it wasn't so much, I think, production driven. So I do really enjoy helping new agents whenever somebody has a question. There's a couple names that come to mind. Cyrus and what's her name? The roller skating realtor.
Yeah. Sandy Cruz.
Sandy. So when I see them post in Slack, I just I call them like, hey, did you get the answer to your question? And I just want to make sure that people are getting the answers that they're looking for. I mentored someone, right? I mentored that 16-year-old kid. We came into the office every day for a month. And if I didn't have that office provided to us by Team Fast, I would not have been able to do that. So I think for me, also just taking a step back and looking at the big picture, like what we have here really is incredible. And it really is something that doesn't exist in other places. And it's why I continue to have conversations with people that are feeling lost or helpless in other teams. I'm just like, man, like this is a system we can plug anybody into and watch them be successful in their first year. So in terms of, I guess, non-negotiables for me, I'm really hands-on. Like I'm really hands-on with my clients. I have good relationships with all of them. I don't want to be that realtor that like when we do key day, that's the last day I see you. Like I don't want to be that person. So I grab dinner with my clients. My reputation is that I have a lot of like contractor and handyman connections, and whenever people need that, I share that as well. I'm always sharing those resources with other people in the team. So I think I just vibrate on the same frequency as you and Kenny of like, it's just abundance. Like it's not, and that's what I love about this industry is that there's no politics. You're not complaining that somebody else got promoted and you did better work, etc. Like it is just you against you. And there's no denying that. There's no hiding from that. So most of my business year one came from referrals. Some of it came from other agents. Some of it came from friends and family. I love open houses. I just got my third one in a contract this month. I've only done like 15 open houses. Watching Vanessa do 3 in a day, like what the fuck am I doing with my time? Like, damn, Vanessa did 3 in a day. So yeah, I document the journey. If I'm at an open house, if I'm at a rehab and we're painting and we're fixing cabinets or we're tearing out a kitchen, I'm just documenting the journey and having a lot of fun along the way, and just I think attracting like the right energy. So I know that was a lot, but I didn't expect that you would call on me, but that was really kind of my first year in a nutshell.
Man, I absolutely love this. And you got to think back, like the things that Adrian said and Sarah and Vanessa and everyone else that's contributing on the call, like really, really managing that decision, right? Like I want to be in this business for a long time. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to manage those decisions. I'm going to put insurance plans around all the things that I really, really love about this business. And I'm always going to be about taking action and moving forward. But when you look around, you guys, there's not like this cataclysmic thing that they've done. There's no riddle to what they've done. It's very, very simple. We sat in a top producer panel last week at the Livermore Airport, and there was a guy in there that did $70 million in production last year. Older dude from Amsterdam. He's been in the game for 20 plus years. You know what he said? He said, if you're a new agent and you have nothing to do, that's what what do you do in your first year if I don't have any business? He said, walk. He grabbed the mic and he said, walk. And everyone looked at him, walk? He said, I walked until I needed new shoes. And then when I got new shoes, I walked more. And he's like, that's it? He's like, yeah. And he's like, I built relationships. I got leads. He's like, I would just walk because if you're not busy, you don't have people, you don't have business, then walk. And it was just like super, super simple. He said, no matter what happens with prices, it doesn't matter to us as long as you keep your actions high. He's like, that's it. He's like, I have no secret. He's like, I did 70 million last year and I did it all by myself. I don't have a TC. I did it all. And anybody that's starting out and is not busy, then get your ass out there and walk. Literally, it was just that simple. He said, just walk. That's it. And go and knock on doors. Figure it out. Work on your script, but knock and continue to knock. $70 million in production in the Bay Area. And he's never saw this because he always kept his actions high. It was great. We saw Will on stage too. And Will said, you know what? I just love on everyone. I am super honest. And then all of my past clients are clients for life and they get 4 gifts a year from me. He's like, I do that all the time. He just hit 50 deals and he is also named Rising Star. Very, very simple. Donald created 47 videos the other day. This dude is not making a lot of video. He reached into his database and created 47 videos to all of his spheres. So Donald, dude, my man, you're taking action as well. So what changed? What sparked this? And what kind of results are you getting from this?
Conversations with you is where it started. We talked about me falling off and having to get back on track, and after my little vacation, just making small changes. So
Man,
even
I
though making those
absolutely love this.
videos are uncomfortable for me, I just decided while I was at open house, I'm just gonna start making some calls.
I love it.
Next anybody, I'm gonna call them.
Here's the thing, you guys,
Turn it
right? It's just action. He's just
Oh,
sitting there and he's creating, sending it all to a sphere, right? It is that easy, you guys. So Donald, I'm getting a little bit of feedback. I just wanted to give you some praise, want to give you some, a shout out and just say really, really good job in taking that amount of action. That's a lot of videos. Same with Damien. Damien is doing the same thing. So you guys, we all know what can be done, what should be done, but I want to hear from a couple people, kind of want to hear where your thoughts are, maybe share some of your takeaways, and let's have a full stream of consciousness on this call. Griselda, you're relatively new to the team. Griselda, based on the things that you've heard today on the call, where's your mind at? What are you thinking about? Or what are some things that you're going to implement in your business right away?
Wow, oh my gosh, every time I'm on these calls, I get so much from it. And sometimes I get a little emotional because it hits a chord, it just like reminds me that I'm aligned with the right team, with the right people. And I know that I'm going to crush it. I believe it, And so it's been taking me a little while to start that first video, kind of just like Sarah, but I got to do it. I got to get myself out there and get started. I'm still in the onboarding process, and I got to start. I got to get out there, and I'm excited, and I feel it in every being of my body. So
I love it. I love it. And know this, that motivation, it's fleeting, right? It's fleeting, right? It's good for the moment. It feels good, but you have to back all that up, like, okay, cool. Remember, I don't know if you were here yet, but Giselle Agarte says, show me your receipts, right? Show me your receipts. And that stood out to me, right? Like, take the motivation that you get from an Adrian, or you get from a Sarah, you get from a Will, you get from Ernesto, and say, you know what? I'm going to go and do one thing. And then it's like, wow, show me your receipts. So I love that's where your head's at. Looking forward to supporting your journey and helping you grow even further. Romel, let's hear from you, big dog. Where's your thoughts at? What are you thinking about right now? And what has maybe struck a chord or inspired you? Let's hear from you, Romel.
Man, still a little bit overwhelmed with all the new information, but I'm really inspired. I've been doing my coaching with Tom Ferry for the last week now. So I've been really focused on learning the craft. So I did some seminars on writing CMAs. I don't know what that is, and I know about it a little bit more now. So a coach said, get in there and start learning that. So I've just been trying to fill myself with information as I'm waiting for my license. And as soon as I get it, I'm ready to hit the ground running.
I love it. I love it. Not even licensed, and he's here. He's growing, he's learning, and he's ready to take action. So absolutely love this. Let's go over to Denise M. Denise M, camera on here, present. Denise, I want to hear where your thoughts are at and what are some things that you're doing. And Ramel, for you for CMA, I found 104 resources for CMAs in Slack. If you just go to Slack and put CMA, I actually did this last night. There's 104 resources, videos, tools, links that will help you out and serve your cause. Denise, let's hear from you. What are some things that you're thinking? What maybe sparked you? And what's one thing that you feel like you're going to go out and take some action on?
Good morning. Thank you for calling on me. I look too relaxed, right? I went like this. I go, oh, I better go.
No, I look for people that have a camera on and I try to call on them. So let's hear from you, Denise.
Well, just everyone's so inspiring. I love this group. I've been on here for a few weeks, just definitely taking away a lot of notes. And everybody just seems to know exactly what they want. And so I'm definitely getting into the zone, knowing what I want, knowing how I'm going to grow my business. I joined a very powerful team. Actually, I missed you when you came to Whittier. I'm at EXP in Whittier. So I'll see you when you come back. And so we're literally like building a plan and everyday accountability and, scripts. We're going to go walking. We're going to go door knocking already. So there's just a lot to do already. And I'm definitely chiseling at it every day, little by little.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Really powerful. Appreciate you being here, and I'll see you on the 28th and the 29th. We're gonna do a SoCal mastermind. So we're just gonna come together. We're gonna have some food. We're gonna roundtable some discussions, and we're just gonna have some fun and, you know, work the whiteboard and just walk out of there with like 3 things that we can do to implement in our business. That's my hope. We're gonna have tons of ideas, but 3 things that each of us can take away. So let's keep cruising on. I want to hear from a couple other people and we'll come full circle. Delaney, this is your, you know, you're not new to this. And if you guys remember, I talked about Delaney last week, 30 open houses in 30 days. So the work ethic is there. So Delaney, I want to hear from you. Like, what are some things right now that maybe have sparked your interest or maybe hit a chord on this call? And then what are some things that you're putting in action right now that you want to share with the team?
So yeah, this team is just like incredible. It's so exciting. I look forward to the morning calls. What sparked it today is what you're doing today going to get you closer to your vision or driving you further away. And like, I am all about like action. I have my vision of what I want. And so just going at that full force. This weekend I did 4 open houses. Well, Saturday, Sunday, I did 4 open houses. My goal this week is probably 8 to 10. I'm planning on starting my CMAs and dropping those off. There's a couple people that like have mentioned to me, like I took my dog to a new hairdresser and she was like, oh, I wonder why the house down the street hasn't been selling. I wonder what my house is worth. So I'm gonna drop off a CMA to her. I'm going to do some door knocking for those open houses, as well as I want to start farming because there's an area where like I grew up in, I got my dog from, I've sold houses in, and my parents live. So it's like kind of like, I feel like part of me. So I'm going to start just doing door knocking there and just start like kind of getting to know them a little bit more. And then I just need to go full force with my videos. So I wrote my to-do list of my videos. My brother is a contractor, so really kind of making some cool videos with him, and then just videos, you know, for real estate, but not real estate, just fun. I loved your video, Sarah. That was super, super cute. All of them, I already commented on them. So yeah, so I'm pumped up. I'm excited. And I feel like this is definitely the place to be, so.
Love it. And we're pumped up for you. Like look at what Ernesto run. He's a big proponent of open houses, but like, you know, 8 open houses in a week, like, heck yeah. And I love this. What I'm hearing a lot of recently, and Joellen brought this up to me, is that I'm hearing a lot of people want to have more training on CMAs. If that is something that you would like to have a training on or a coaching session on, and maybe we do a CMA mastermind, please raise your hand or give me a reaction below if that is something that you would want us to put on the calendar and if that would serve you guys. Okay, cool. I see some hands up. All right, cool. Yes, yes, please. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So then let's, Pamela said yes. Okay, cool. Yes, all right. All right, cool. Then we'll put something on the calendar because this keeps on coming up and I want to make sure everyone, because there's tons of tools, whether you're using Cloud CMA, whether you're using RPR, whatever you guys are using, how you're putting in your high notes. So yeah, we'll definitely put a class together because I'm hearing this more and more and more. So you guys, I'm really excited about where we are, and I'm glad Delaney came back to the opening on this. If you guys missed the opening of today's coaching, you know, is what you're doing today getting you closer to your vision, or is it driving you further away? I always want to take agents back, especially the agents that have been in this game for a minute. Like when you were doing your training, remember when you were studying for your real estate license and all the things and all the time and like all the sacrifices that you made to get this license, and it was hard, and maybe you took the test once, maybe you took it twice, maybe you took 4 times to pass that, right? But you had this like this burning desire to do something more in your life. That's why you chose to get this real estate license, right? Some of it is probably attached to money, but you're going to serve, you're going to help, you're going to change your life, you're going to change other people's lives, right? So you have to really, really protect that, you guys. Like you have to look at it and be like, I put in so much goddamn work. I'm never going to take that test again. This shit was hard. And I'm going to put my head down and I'm going to do anything that I can to really support it. I hear this all the time. Well, I've never knocked on doors. How do you get better? Go knock on doors. Like literally, if I dropped Griselda into any market in the United States of America and said 50 doors a day for 30 days, and then let's debrief on what you've collected, how many lead opportunities, I promise you our business will go through the roof. I promise you. I promise you. There's so many opportunities, but what we do is for some reason, there's that mental block. So I want you to lean to the people that maybe have had a mental block. Look at Adrian, look at Sarah, look at the people on this call that at one time had mental blocks and no longer are they held up by that. They've fought through that and now look at where they are. Like Sarah, your videos are a game changer. Adrian, going to these sessions, game changer. So you guys have the ability to tap into these people. If you hear something that Ernesta says, if Aaliyah dropped something that was fire for you and you just want to tap into her, like find out. It's not, why are you so successful? No, what did you need to do in your life in order to have the success that you have right now? That's a better question to have. Donald, what did you need to do in your life in order for you to reach the success that you have right now? Right? I want to know, what did you sacrifice? What did you give up? What did you read? What rooms did you get into? How many events did you go to in 6 months? Right? What did you do to reach the level of success that you're at right now? Tell me. Because there's all kinds of things that you can learn from the people around us. So you guys, I'm going to be doing something and I'm going to choose some of you guys. I'm going to do this every single month, but it's going to be private and it's going to be super, super special. You guys know that I have a true affinity towards music, right? Like you guys know me, if you follow me, you guys, I have a true affinity towards music and I have a true affinity towards real estate and growth and personal development. Well, what I'm going to do is once a month, Amanda and I have chose to open our house up to 25 people every single month. We're going to do a records and real estate mastermind right here in my jam room. We're going to listen to some cool music, but then we are going to brainstorm and we are going to mastermind. We're going to have food. It's going to be catered, might have some cocktails, but we're going to do a once a month real estate mastermind right here in my living room. We're going to have some fun. Like I said, we'll listen to some music, but I want to do something that truly leans into my spirit and who I am. And so I'm going to take this to the next level. So might be leaning to some of you guys. If you're interested in doing that, please just text me, but like, I would love to come to an event like that. And we'll put more information together in the coming weeks. But the next one will be probably in, or the first one will be in October. Details coming soon. But you guys, there's nothing stopping you from doing masterminds, getting the groups together, doing something cool in your community, using Oakland to do an event. Mark Otis is doing a buyer seminar this week on Wednesday. And reserve the space to do a buyer workshop. There's nothing that is stopping you guys. So I want to encourage you guys this week to go out there and do one thing that's going to drive your business. One thing, you guys, it doesn't have to be a complete turnaround, but like one thing that you can do. So what I want to do is I want to go to 2 people, hear your takeaways, and we'll come full circle on this. Chris Edwards tapping all the way in from Singapore. My man, your videos as well. And listen, you guys, I can go on and on and on. But we only have an hour. Videos have been great, Chris. I love the education. So my man, takeaways from today's session.
Takeaways from today's session. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm half drunk, you guys, because I'm out here partying. But just showing up. Just showing up is the biggest thing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand it's a 15-hour difference. So it's almost it's past 12, but playing dominoes and shit. But takeaway, just showing up. That's it. Just showing up, just being present. Like look at Vanessa. Vanessa, I tapped into her live, and just the fact that she had so much interaction from everybody, that was impressive. I already messed with Vanessa anyway, but you know what I'm saying, to see that was cool. And then yeah, yo, that's all I got right now. I'm all over the place. I love you guys.
Listen, I love you, man. I appreciate you being here. 15-hour difference, boys playing bones, having a good time as he should be on vacation. Much love to you, Chris. Anna Pacheco, let's hear from you. Key takeaways from today's session.
Well, all these people are really motivating. I'm like, man, I gotta get my shit together. I mean, it's really awesome to see the success of everybody and just listening to everybody and what they're doing and just the systems in their place. A lot of new agents doing some amazing stuff. I wish I would have done and gotten to the habit of doing and setting those systems up from the beginning. Makes such a difference in the long term, So yeah, I mean, everybody's got me all excited. I'm like, I better get it together. I need to get some stuff going. So thank you.
I love it. I love it and appreciate you. And you know what? A lot of people look up to you and look up to what you've done in this business, Anna. So thank you for being here. Listen, you guys, I want to encourage you to bring some people on Wednesday to this call. If you're thinking about growing your organization and you want to be in this room, you're going to want to be in this room on Wednesday. We have a guest speaker, Veronica Figueroa. And if you guys do not know who Veronica Figueroa is, please make sure to follow her. Veronica Figueroa Inspires is where you can find her on IG. So Veronica last year had the #1 EXP team in the world, 2,000 plus homes sold last year, right? So she has the #1 team in regards to units. She is a speaker. She has built an empire. Hey, can someone mute themselves? I'm getting some background noise. I don't know who that is. If you are not muted, can you mute yourself? Thank you. So she is a powerhouse woman. Her story is not just a business story. She's going to tell you some personal things that she overcame in order to reach the level of success that she is at right now. She has over 2,000 people in her direct downline. This lady has just built a mansion in Puerto Rico. She is traveling the world. She is speaking. She is providing light and inspiration to our industry. And I'll tell you what, I could not be more excited to have her on as a guest speaker. So spread the word, bring a guest, bring 5 guests, right? Last week when we had Jen Gottlieb on, we had the most people that ever attended a session. I know we can do over 250. Become a professional inviter. You guys want to grow your organization? Bring people to this room. And maybe it's not me. Maybe it's Ernesto. Maybe they attach to something Delaney said. Maybe they love what Denise said. Maybe they attach to Romel because he's brand new and he's like them, right? Bring them here because I promise you there's going to be something that they hear that's going to be beneficial to them. So I'm excited to be a student and to learn just like you guys from Veronica. So Wednesday, our group coaching speaker will be Veronica Figueroa. Next Monday, I'm going to run an Audible. Normally we have our guest on Wednesday, but our guest is going to be on Monday. And we have the one and only Coach Pipes coming in to deliver some high level, high energy, exciting sales tactics that will drive your business. Him and I are aligned on a completely different universal level. And I love this dude. So he's going to come in and he's going to spit some fire for us. So the next 2 weeks, you guys, I want to deliver at the highest for you. I want to put people in front of you that are help you grow. Now, no matter what we do, no matter who comes onto the stage, at the end of it, once that curtain is closed, now it's up to you. The ball now passes to you. So I'm excited about this week. I'm excited about growth. I'm excited for all of you. So if you need anything this week, feel free to reach out to me. I appreciate you guys. I'm sending you guys love and light and positive energy. If there's anything I can do to help you, I'm 100% here from you. So you guys, I'm more grateful than you'll ever know. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And as always, keep it moving towards your dreams, goals, and vision. And I appreciate you guys. Peace.